What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Got some major news here as lots of drones are swarming the east coast of the United States. And a congressman says that they're coming from Iran, an Iranian mothership. And the Pentagon is denying this. And the congressman says that the Pentagon is covering this up. This comes here as they're being cited by Americans. And this is a major concern here. We're going to go over the details here in this video. This also comes here as President Biden goes to overturn hundreds, actually thousands of people's sentences, and he goes to pardon um, between the pardons and commuting their sentences, thousands of people in the largest one-day pardoning of a president ever. I'll go over the details here in this video. Let's jump right in. Lots of major news here for you guys. We are live right now here on YouTube. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Type yes in the chat if you can. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You can let me know your city, state, or even your country. Also, we're going to be doing our Christmas giveaways here. We're going to be giving away $100 per person to our winners who can guess the trivia questions correctly and are picked as a winner. We have a random trivia question picker. So we're going to be starting those probably here tomorrow. We're going to be doing trivia questions. If you can guess them correctly and then you're chosen as the winner, you could win $100 per person for the winners. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're not, subscribe down below. Click the bell icon so you don't miss out. We're going to start those here tomorrow. All right, here we go. Take a look here. Okay, first up, Biden to commute and pardon sentences of up to 1,500 what he's calling non-violent offenders in the biggest single day act of clemency to date. Yeah, this comes as there's just days left of his presidency here. We do typically see a president do acts like this here near the end of their presidency. So 1,500 non-violent, what he's calling here. He will commute the sentences of almost 1,500 offenders and pardon 39 others. And what the White House said was the biggest numbers of commutations and clemencies granted in a single day, explaining what may become a defining act of the dying days of his presidency. Biden said in a statement, quote, "America was built on the promise of possibility and second chances." He said, quote, "As president, I have the great privilege of extending mercy to people who have demonstrated remorse and rehabilitation, restoring opportunity for Americans who participate in daily life and contribute to their communities, and taking steps to remove sentencing and disparities for non-violent offenders, especially those convicted of drug offenses." The move comes almost 2 weeks after Biden pardoned his son, Hunter Biden, for any and all criminal activities, including for the past 10 years, even though he had ruled out doing that for his son. I think that was dumb that he even said that. He should have never said that about his son. He said, quote, because then he went and did it anyways. All the 1,500 offenders, they're saying, quote, are nonviolent and have been placed on home confinement for at least 1 year under the COVID CARES Act, the White House said, while adding that they had shown successful rehabilitation and a strong commitment to making their communities safer. Now, Trump, for comparison, it looks like, according to Google, Trump issued a total of 144 pardons during his last presidency. It doesn't list how many sentences he commuted. or waived. But he did issue 144 pardons in his office during his presidency, including notables like rapper Lil Wayne and Kodak Black. I don't know who that is, but I definitely know who Lil Wayne is, who I believe was going to go to prison for multiple years, who pled guilty to possessing a firearm by and ammunition by a convicted felon. He was already a convicted felon and had a firearm on him. So as you can see, presidents have this ability. You can let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section. Many Americans are concerned right now of the drone sightings. Just remember, this started a long time ago with the Chinese spy balloon. They're starting to get worse and worse now because the U.S. government, the U.S. military, the FAA are doing absolutely nothing about it. And other countries know about this. There's a law that basically says that they can't be shot down. They won't shoot them down. They're doing absolutely nothing about this. And other countries are exploiting this now. Mystery drone sightings in New Jersey have residents demanding answers. Governor Phil Murphy says they pose no known threat. But Republican Representative Jeff Van Drew is calling for the drones to be shot down. New Jersey Representative Jeff Van Drew doubles down on the claim that mystery drones are coming from a foreign mothership offshore owned by Iran, saying, quote, "We're not being told the truth, and the government is or may be covering up some information." The Pentagon is denying the lawmakers' claim that the New Jersey drones are from Iran. And, I quote, "I've been informed by a member of Congress that an Iranian mothership is buzzing my house with drones, or that these drones have a mothership or a ship outside the United States that has launched these drones." Okay, I know the word mothership may get some people laughing or snickering, but it's basically a ship where they have then launched these drones into the United States, and apparently there's a lot of them, a swarm of them, and a lot of people have seen them, and there's a concern of them. And we have U.S. representatives, congressmen, that are sounding the alarm, and the Pentagon is saying, "Oh no, that's not the case." But we know that the Pentagon and the military has for decades said and covered things up, and that may be the best case of action to not alarm the public and to keep military secrets. But the problem is that they're not doing anything. Okay, if foreign governments, foreign militaries are launching things like this, and they're not doing anything, they're not shooting them down, they're not capturing them to even see what they are, this is a problem. This is a problem here. Take a listen here to what U.S. Congressman Jeff Van Drew has to say here about this, and whether or not we should be concerned, or how concerned we should be. Take a listen here.
Objects in the sky that are the size of an SUV over any city, over any state, it's an invasion of our airspace. In focus now, Republican Congressman Jeff Van Drew of New Jersey, member of the House Judiciary Committee on the Hill right now. How do you address this at this point?
Well, here's the real deal, Harris. I'm also on the Transportation Committee, on the Aviation Subcommittee, and I've gotten to know people. And from very high sources, very qualified sources, very responsible sources, I'm going to tell you the real deal. Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones, is everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Now, we know there was a probability it could have been our own government. We know it's not our own government because they would have let us know. It could have been some really glorified hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable. They don't have the technology. But let's pretend that's possible. The third possibility was somebody, an adversarial country, doing this. Know that Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down. Whether it was some crazy hobbyist that we can't imagine or whether it is Iran, and I think it very possibly could be, they should be shot down. We are not getting the full deal, and the military is on alert with this.
Look, you've given us some pretty dire information just here, and I want to make sure that our viewers are digesting this. Iran has the capability to pull up along our eastern seaboard and launch drones the size of an SUV into the skies of several states, particularly New Jersey, where we know the incoming president has a large home, also in the same county or nearby where some of these drones in New Jersey have been seen. That capability exists. It's possible some of those drones are here. So I have two questions. How are they fueling them? They have to land somewhere. Drones don't fly forever. Why don't they close down the airspace? Yes, it's inconvenient. Yes, it's the holidays. Shut it down. But if you start shooting things and you don't know how they're fueled, that's going to be mass explosions. This isn't like one spy balloon. Congressman, this is serious.
We've got to bring them down, and we've got to find a way to bring them down. I don't know exactly where they're landing. Obviously, I have some information. And again, this isn't just Jeff Van Drew. Oh, let's get on Harris Faulkner's show and say something outrageous. I'm telling you the straight deal from very high positioned individuals who are telling me this. And the bottom line is they're launching them. They are across the country. We don't even have anything like this.
No.
Our government and also certainly our hobbyists don't. So think about it. Not only do I have the information, but it's also common sense. We've got to get them down. We've got to determine how they function, what they do, make sure that we can get them, and you're right, in a safe way. When I say shoot them down, get them down any way that you can, but right now they're probably extracting information. This is a clear and present danger to the United States and to our president-elect, and it's a serious business.
Well, and if one of them happens to fall?
So Congressman Jeff Van Drew says, quote, "We're not being told the truth by the government." Are they covering up the full story there? Maybe for our safety. Maybe they just don't want to tell the public the full story there. You guys can let me know your thoughts there. Why aren't they shooting these down? I know that there's a law here. You can see right here, yes, it is illegal to shoot down drones under FAA law. The FAA considers drones to be aircraft, and damaging one can result in criminal penalties. However, the FAA says shooting any aircraft, including drones, is illegal. Only law enforcement authorities can take action against drones. So clearly, the military or police or authorities would be able to do something like this. Our military, if they deem they need to do this in national security, if they need to shoot down these drones, at least a few, to see what's going on, so be it. We need to know what's going on, and clearly they think that this is a matter of national security. They have congressmen saying what's going on here. So let me know your thoughts. I'll keep you up to date here. If you haven't yet, subscribe down below. We're also going to have our Christmas giveaway here starting soon. So make sure to like this video, share this video with anybody that needs to hear this information. Click here to see the Fed's new major announcement for millions of Americans or Trump's new Social Security plan. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.